Yo, welcome back to another dedicated lazy reaction. Today we're reacting to Marvel Studios' Miss Marvel official trailer. We've seen a teaser of her and her best friend in the was it the Disney Plus Day? Marvel, I forgot what
it was that, and then something somewhere else.
Yeah, there was there was like clips of Miss Marvel out beforehand, so we finally get a trailer about them. I know very little about Miss Marvel, as do you.
Yeah.
I just know she's referenced in the video games a lot. She's an Inhuman. I don't know if you know about the superhero group. No. I know. Actually, maybe I shouldn't talk about this because you probably don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to see that they're introducing yet another character within a TV show. And she's part of the Inhumans, so maybe they'll come into play at one point. And that's another whole like superhero family of themselves. I know they made a show about them that didn't quite keep up. I think they only made 2 seasons of the Inhumans. And it was a CW show, so it wasn't like as popular. But yeah, very excited to see a new character.
You remember that Avengers game that came out like 2 years ago?
Yeah, she's in there now.
Was that her? She like extended her arms and like enlarged them.
Yeah, okay. So you know about that.
I'm just assuming. I don't know if that was her or not.
No, it is her.
Okay, so that's her powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about afterwards. I just know that she comes from like a Pakistani background. I believe I got that right. If I didn't, don't come after me.
Roast him.
Don't quote him.
Roast
Don't
him.
quote me.
Quote him.
So I hope they kind of keep up with that. I know Marvel like does a lot of whole cultural things, especially with
They are now.
They are now, yeah.
Definitely.
And since they're correlated with Disney Plus and Pixar, I don't doubt that they won't do their whole research and everything like that.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much all I expect from the official trailer. I actually don't expect nothing. I'm very open-minded to new characters being introduced.
And like with really strong cultured background.
Yeah, because they have more substance. Like you can like more relate to them, especially like Ms. Marvel, because very underrated character, from what I hear. I'm also part of the people that didn't pay enough attention to her.
I mean, I don't know where I would pay attention to her because I mean I've never really seen her except that Marvel game.
That Marvel game, yeah. Well, comics. I heard it was hard for like her comic to get popular because around the same time it was like the Justice League was doing some big promotion. They're like had like a popular story going on, and so did Marvel with I think either Iron Man or Captain America. Either way, there was like two or three popular stories going on, while her comic book was like new. So I think she was just buried amongst the popularity of the others.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but let's react to this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's
nice.
That's a new introduction.
Okay. Very new. Hey.
Oh, all right.
I'm liking it already.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say,
This reminds me of Diary of a Kid.
high school.
Kamala. Another adventure shirt. Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You were weird. Boys. Excuse me.
This is already very different.
Sorry.
What? You're staring out the window in your little fantasy land.
Oh, what the heck?
Kamala. Hey. Already? Really?
Kamala?
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch or maybe they're right. I spend too much time in fantasy land.
That is not you.
Hey,
I feel
whoa.
like the brown girls from Jersey
Come
City.
on, Mom.
Who say for
Believe, okay?
That's the fantasy
Whoa.
too.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Did something happen to you?
You know why? Did you hear something?
Kamala? What does it feel like?
Cosmic.
Whoa. That is a good description.
I always thought I wanted this kind of life,
Yo, copyright, bro.
but I never imagined any of this.
Do you know what you are?
I'm a superhero.
Okay. Okay. Ooh,
Sick,
nice.
sick, sick, sick. All right, so the big thing that I've heard like a lot of like uproar about on Twitter and amongst like other platforms is that they changed her power because it's no longer comes from her hands, like the stretching ability.
Okay.
It comes from like the cuffling, and so like a lot of people are like kind of upset of like how they're changing her power, along with like other like changes of like how Marvel's been doing things. There's a little like pushback, and I kind of agree with that part. Like I would like her to like have like her original like kind of comic book story, where like her hands like move out, but the way she got her powers is that she's inspired by other people like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That's why she named herself Miss Marvel. And so her stretching ability of her hands is inspired by Dr. Reed, Mr. Fantastic. But I'm guessing since he's not out in the universe yet, she hasn't been inspired by that.
Yeah.
And so like that's why she doesn't have that like stretching ability yet. But like it's still kind of like upsetting to see like they changed her like origin a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be from like this it's like one event, which is not gonna happen evidently because the humans aren't out either. So I feel like they had to like shift her own like her whole like kind of origin a little bit till I don't know. It comes from cufflings.
Is that part of her story? Like she got her powers by couplings?
No, it's not.
At all?
No.
What was it? What was the original?
It's this event where like I think not all the humans, but it affected in humans and like giving them their powers. And like there was like this mist or whatever, and like while she was coming home from like a party, she was affected by the smoke. And then she had a dream of like all the people that she looked up to, like Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And like they were reciting something from like their like religious background. And after she woke up, that's when like she like gained all the powers and stuff. Or yeah, like the way in humans got their powers, they go into like this cocoon, and like they come out of it, and they get their powers. And so I think her powers is like the expanding hands, or like she's able to like shapeshift her body. I think she has super strength, and she can also do some energy blasts, I think. I forgot like if she has any more, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And so, you know, obviously they changed it. She found a box and she has cuffs now.
From what I saw from the Avengers game, which was very little, was that I've only seen like her arms grow big and you know extend, obviously. And well, that's basically it. And you know, I was just curious if you know she could do the same with her legs, or you know her head, or whatever else she could do with like her limbs.
Yeah.
But that's all I really knew about her. Nothing else. And that she looked up to heroes. Well, in that movie, The Avengers. I mean, in that game, The Avengers. But this, you know, this trailer. Let's get on this trailer because we haven't talked about this trailer at all.
Yeah.
Very different from everything else we've literally seen from Marvel.
Yeah.
First, from that like comic book thing where it's the thought bubble.
Yeah, it's the thought bubble. It gives me like Diary Wimpy Kid vibes, and like more comic book based. And I think it's gonna be like more like maybe sitcom. Like they're trying to make a sitcom, like more than they did in WandaVision.
Yeah, it seems more like it, like a modern sitcom.
Yeah, or a coming to age vibe, which is very fitting, especially because they're living in this world where superhero like attacks or supervillains attack the city and superheroes exist. So like a coming of age story within Marvel Cinematic Multiverse now is very fitting. I actually like kind of excited for this because it's within a universe that we're playing around with.
Yeah, and it makes complete sense now.
Yeah,
like it's like the norm, really.
Yes. And I mean, what kids aren't gonna be looking up to superheroes? Like Kate Bishop. Like Kate Bishop looked up to Hawkeye because he's just fighting people with a bow. I mean, why wouldn't other kids be looking up to superheroes like that?
Yeah.
So very fitting, I believe.
Trailer. I mean, very comic book aesthetic, and like the frame, even the frame around
it
was still like drawn.
Yeah, simple graphics around, like here and there,
and on the characters. Like there was drawing on the characters.
Yeah.
Which all, I mean, Diary Wimpy Kid.
And also like other coming of age movies. I know like from, I think 90s movies had that consistently.
And I feel like, you know, you'd see that on like high school movies, like on Netflix.
Yeah.
What I'm kind of concerned about, not really concerned. I'm sure it'll be good in the show. It's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show.
Okay.
It's a series, yeah.
In the show is how she gets her powers, which is basically from the bracelet or whatever it is. My first thought was like, yo, she got the 10 rings on, bro.
Yeah, they're more like going towards technology now.
Are they?
Yeah, because I say the 10 rings like would be like one of the things with a whole like beacon inside the rings. It sounds more like technology than it did like mystical artifact or whatever. Also with like the TVA, I think it's less mystical. It's more like technology type thing.
Yeah, I can see that because it's not like natural powers anymore.
Yeah,
it's more like you're getting these weapons or artifacts or all these.
Which I know, like, I think Kevin Feige said like they bring in like actual like scientists and shit to like explain some concepts to them.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
And like they try to like I think they're trying to make it more like realistic. Like there's something to grasp here that's realistic, so like people can make sense of it. But yeah, I'm very concerned about like the way she's gonna get like her powers. Like I hope it's not like a cop out thing or something easy enough.
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That I'm concerned about like the way she gets her powers from a bracelet that she found in a random box.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
bro, is she Ben 10 now? Like what
she
the
got
hell?
the Omnitrix on?
Exactly, bro.
Maybe it's gonna be like a traditional thing, something that like goes towards like that side of their culture. Also, we're speaking of on the cultural side, like we see like her mom saying like this isn't who you are or something like that. So I hope like they go more towards that, like I think it's like an immigrant mindset, or not. I don't know how else I would say it or put it, where like parents are really concerned or really strict, like what kids can and can't do, especially for like young girls. Like you're not allowed to like date or go out to like certain events during high school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I hope like they push kind of hard on that, or like they kind of mention it a lot, because then that will be like relatable to a lot of people.
I mean, it seems possible because it does look like she has a crush, and maybe that might conflict with her parents being super strict, especially the mom. Yo, what's up with the moms now? Kate Bishop's mom, bad guy. Not her mom. Who's gonna like her?
Well, we don't know about her yet.
Exactly.
I mean, like of ethnic background, parents are usually strict. So
Yeah,
she could be. Yeah, you had a fucking.
I had a voice crack just saying,
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I know was possible. I don't even think I could replicate that.
Bro, I'd be having more and more voice cracks. Like at school. I'm like, huh?
You going through puberty, dude? Damn, that's crazy.
I'm gonna sound like a corpse.
But yeah, I hope they push that a lot too. Also, I think part of her like origin story was she snuck out to go to this party. Part of like I think their culture, like religion, is like you can't drink, and so like they kind of like peer pressured her to drink, and like she wasn't like feeling the vibe there, so like that's why she like went and walked home, and that's when like the event happened. So like it was like a mixture of like drinking and like the event.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. But yeah, hope it's cultural and relatable. I hope it's relatable to like how strict parents are with like ethnic backgrounds, and also like part of their culture and everything like that. Because I feel like in like very popular things like they're hyped about, they have like the chance to like kind of educate people.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like throwing a little bit of things in there and like making her background heavily like relatable and like that people can be invested in would be like a great chance.
No, yeah, I definitely think that's what they're going for. Like, they've been trying to, and now this is one of the best opportunities they're gonna have.
Yeah.
With this character.
Yeah, I feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on this show, but
Yeah.
in a lighter side, I feel like the graphics or like how it's gonna be filmed is gonna be great with like the whole like coming of age vibe, and also like the little graphics in there, and also new characters are always fun. I mean, especially Kate
like
Bishop is like a new favorite for me.
Yeah, these
Yelena
new
too.
characters. Yeah, these new characters that are coming in Phase 4. I feel like are gonna be are already the most favorited characters.
Yeah, which is great because we lost two of like the most iconic characters or most looked at characters in the Marvel universe, which is Captain America and Steve Rogers. We lost Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Iron Man.
I thought you were talking about Iron Man and Black Widow.
Yeah, and Black Widow too.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
Roast him. Roast
Dude,
him now.
Did we lose anyone else? Bill Coulson. We lost Bill Coulson.
All right. I want to talk about her powers real quick.
Okay.
I think her powers are just very bland. I mean, they're like
they
nothing
weren't
new.
as hyped.
They're not nothing new we haven't seen. But I feel like, it's because she takes a lot of inspiration from Captain Marvel, and I don't know if that's like her looking up to Captain Marvel has anything to do with her powers. But I mean, it's very similar. Like what she could power blast, force field. Although her like they were shooting at her, and she was like creating a force field. Okay. It looked like the entrance to like the time. Not the time, the mirror dimension.
Okay.
Which was pretty cool. But I like the look. I love the aesthetic and look of her powers, though. Like it's very, very colorful.
Yeah,
it
very
looks like
cosmic. As you said.
Yeah, great description. It looked like what's it called? The quantum realm, like those colors.
Yeah.
Or what we saw in the Doctor Strange trailer.
Yeah, it looks like she's creating like crystal. Like
Yes.
her like ability is to like
They look very
morph
crystallized.
crystals and shit.
Yeah.
Because she's like stepping on them, like that's how she climbs stuff.
I thought that was one of the coolest parts of her powers.
Yeah.
Just
She has like energy blast. I'm guessing like standing her hands and stuff.
I
Like comes from
didn't see that.
the cufflinks and everything. But it looks like that's probably her only ability. Manipulating crystals. It looks like that's her powers.
Seems like it.
But speaking of how she draws attention from Captain Marvel, do you think she's gonna be in there?
I think so.
I think so too. I also think
Monica Rambeau
is gonna be in it too.
I didn't even know that's who we went for. I was like, oh, what about Monica Rambeau?
No, yeah, I think Monica Rambeau's gonna go for it too, especially because she has powers now. Because she was altered by Wanda's force field.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're gonna make an appearance and maybe make a Marvel crew.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe she'll get trained by them or something. Also, it looks like most of her costume is gonna be cosplay.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Which I really like her comic book version of like how she looks in her costume.
I don't know what she looks like.
It draws a lot of attention from it, but it's very like kind of simplistic, I think.
You know how she like at the end she was like, "Oh my god, I'm a superhero," and starts running off. Or like, "Yeah, this means I'm a superhero." Like, I hope I don't start unliking that, cause like I'm like, she's like, "Oh my god, she's a superhero. She's gonna do all this stuff that she thinks she could do or she thinks she needs to do," and I'm not gonna like that.
Evidently, it's interesting that you bring that up because supposedly she's like a very relatable to like Spider-Man because their stories kind of align in a lot of ways because she has the burden of becoming a superhero at a young age. It's not like she like at one point she wants to be a superhero. It's like that she has to because she feels like it's a responsibility of hers. I feel like we're gonna like it a lot just because of that factor. If they do make it, relatable to Spider-Man, the fact that she's a young superhero trying to figure it out and live like two lives basically.
I'm just worried that I won't take it that way. I'll take it in a way like,
she's being
very childish. Yeah. I like, dude, you need to relax. You're not a superhero. You're a kid, and I'm hoping I don't feel that way the whole time. I feel like I will. I just don't. By the end of it, I want to like this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it has to go through that stage.
No, yeah, definitely.
Like, what would you do if you just gained powers out of nowhere? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be like super harsh on her.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a long discussion, but like, you know, we're excited for new characters. That's the main thing. We have a lot of them coming up. A lot of new characters, which is very exciting. So I don't feel like we've gone like in depth like this for any other character.
Nah.
But if you guys want to see more of our trailer reactions, we'll leave a link in the description below in our playlist. And comment down below if you are as interested or invested in Ms. Marvel stories as we are. And if you guys enjoyed the reaction, make sure you like, subscribe, and watch more of our videos. We'll see you next time.